the learning trajectory of the digital natives vis-a-vis instructional media. Imagine this, a classroom filled with students seated in groups of four or five in different areas of the room, and they are animatedly talking about last night's email exchanges and electronic discussions about their science projects. The teams continue to plan their project and work on their group presentation to get the comments and feedbacks of their classmates. This group of students are huddled around a computer and they are basically getting information from the internet, example, on how to build a structure of the atom or an atomic model using indigenous materials in the community. Then they summarize their output and get ready for the group presentation using PowerPoint projected on a display screen. This scenario simply depicts on the 21st century learning education, where our students actively engage in their lessons, learning on their own and from each other and from other information sources like internet. I'm pretty sure that it would bring such joy to any teacher like me seeing his or her students adept at using available instructional technology such as computer and internet in the classroom. We teachers, as the frontliners of education, and number one consideration in the classroom is we have to know our learners. We know that our learners are diverse, considering that they came from diverse type of community. Our learners might have different sets of values, languages, lived experiences, and different ways of thinking, reacting, responding, and even their level of motivations. There is also a type of learner who have new traits of independence, creativity, open-mindedness, and enterprising minds. They came from more diverse backgrounds and cultural identities. There are also learners who are techno-savvy. Their internet and digital technology skills and competencies, as well as their use of ICT as powerful learning tools. With this in mind, it is pivotal that we designed our instruction tailored fit to what kind of learners we have in the classroom. Our young learners in today's generation are considered to be a digital native. With this, we should integrate ICT in the classroom. We should design an activity that utilizes ICT. We should let our students to use the technology tools for learning, like the use of television, e-books, tablets, netbooks, laptops, and of course, the internet for optimal learning in the classroom. Integrating ICT as an instructional media in the teaching and learning process will have a significant impact to the young learners in today's generation. It can even make teaching and learning fun, interactive, and more interesting. It even facilitates the process of learning. It also engages our students' retention of knowledge, and we all know that a typical digital native learning comes from doing, not from a lecture. So with this idea, we should let our students to work, to perform, to demonstrate, and do hands-on in the classroom. And we teachers should only act as a facilitator in the teaching and learning process. So this is somewhat anchored in the UNESCO Learning to Do, which involves acquisition of skills that would enable individual to effectively participate in the global economy and society. With this, as teachers, we should have very interactive, relevant, and engaging instructional media that will let our learners appreciate and get connected to the lesson. We are now in a borderless society. It is therefore important that we should know and integrate these various technological tools for learning to respond to the needs of 21st century learners and the demands of the times. These are the following: the affinity groups. We can use blogs, podcasts, e-portfolio, web 2.0, hypertext, semantic web, Second Life, YouTube, MySpace, Webkins, Google Docs, Prezi, EasyBib, social media platforms, etc. These are the common digital tools which can be classified as our instructional media, which are so helpful for our young learners, especially this the digital natives, and this will create a huge impact for their own learning. With a wealth of information that can be easily accessed through various media like internet, TV, radio, printed materials, formal and informal instruction, how do we guide our students in learning the skills and competencies that have great use for them to adjust to the demands of the 21st century? So, as a 21st century teachers, we must also be familiar with the new literacies or new areas of learning that we have to emphasize and prioritize when handling teaching and learning activities. So the new literacies that I mentioned is what we call as the digital literacy, or the information and ICT knowledge. When used and applied in the classroom, it will have a positive impact in the students' learning. So as a teacher, we have a special responsibility to guide our learners towards becoming the best that they can be. At the same time, help them meet the challenges of this 21st century. So we are tasked to help provide our students with the knowledge, the skills, and the attitudes and the values they need to succeed in their studies, in their work, and life needs these fast-paced changes in the 21st century. So to do this, it is necessary that we also possess and develop this knowledge, the skills, and attitudes and values within ourselves. So we will then be more and ready, to become an important agent towards preparing our students to become productive members of 21st century societies. Thank you very much.